Hello, everybody. We're back here with another class. So, before we get started, I have a few announcements to be making. So, last week I got this Embodiment Celestial Divinium Vitality Shilajit, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed, alright? So, basically, what Shilajit is, it is a concentrated mineral resin and it has lots of health benefits, of course. So this brand, it's free from additives. Okay, so when you're buying Shilajit, you don't want any extra stuff added in there. Um, it's just pure. Uh, of course, this is a very trusted seller. I buy a lot of supplies and materials from them. And they also have plenty of good information and books and social media, just really great. Um, so it supports your metabolism, enhances your immune function, promotes bone health, normalizes your blood, aids in regenerating tissue, supports organ health. So my experience with taking Shilajit the first time is that within a few hours, colors began to be a lot brighter. And since I do have my third eye open, I was able to see the chakras on my body. I could even see it in the mirror where I could just see my chakras glowing. And um, my visions are very colorful. Um, and it made my visions and meditation come in a lot faster. So, say that I'm meditating for 3 minutes, I'm already seeing things like numbers and butterflies and messages. So, um, it is a very powerful thing, and the physical aspect of it. So, I have a pretty physical job. I was on the first day, I was at work and I was doing my thing. I was doing like a stairs type of movement where I was, exercising with stairs. And I was taking it. I was taking it like a boss, okay? Like it was very easy. I felt like a car with a brand new oil change. It was really nice, actually. Um, so yeah, I really do like it. I put it in my tea. Of course, Shilajit is a resin. It's a concentrated resin. So it's really hard to take it plain. If you try to eat a scoop of Shilajit, it's very bitter and nasty, but I put it in my tea. I'm going to show you guys later how I make my tea. So in the morning, first thing in the morning, I'll take a little small pea size of Shilajit in my tea, melt it in, and I'm always like excited to go to bed for that. Like at the end of the day, I'm always excited. I gotta get to sleep so I can wake up and I'll have my morning tea first thing in the morning before I eat anything. Or, of course, you're not supposed to be eating until 1 p.m. Okay? So, yeah, I'll show you how I make my tea at a later date. But if you're looking for Shilajit, this one is really good. And I've just been happy the whole time. Really nice stuff. Really great. Definitely worth the money, worth the investment. Of course, if you subscribe, you get $20 off. All right. Okay, so the next announcement that we have. Okay, so at this time, it is August 18th of 2024, and right now, the collective and probably a lot of regular people, they are going through a timeline shift. So I was feeling pretty weird the last couple days, and I was wondering, I'm like, okay, well, I cleansed my energy, I meditated on my chakras. What's going on, right? There's a chaotic energy going on. And I did hear this from another astrologer on YouTube. I did share their video on my community tab, so I do welcome you to go check that out. She goes into depth on it. But basically what she said is that there's a lot of chaotic energies because you're shifting timelines. So right now the assignment is to stay happy, stay in a really positive mood right now, because when you're shifting timelines, there's a chance that you could accidentally put yourself in a lower timeline. So you really want to be happy, do something that you like to do something fun, play with your friends, joke with your friends, play a video game, put on some uplifting, positive music and dance around, sing, whatever it is that you enjoy. Do something that you enjoy, okay? Because you want to make sure that you put yourself on the higher timeline that is better for you. And also, the enemy. The enemy uses mind control. And you want to be very careful with this because they're trying to make you feel ashamed of yourself. They want to make you depressed. They want to make you give up. They want to make you tired. Okay, so don't be in that energy right now. Really try to fight against that. They want to make you forget discipline and healthy practices. Okay? So make sure you stay on your diet. Make sure you stay on your exercise routine. Avoid eating fast food, sugars right now, and you need to stay consistent. Okay? So just a heads up for everybody out there, if you feel weird, that's probably why. Right now is not the time to just fall. Don't fall, okay? No instant gratification, right? So I want to say thank you to all of our resources real quick. Of course, we have the full moon in Aquarius, of course, on tomorrow, actually, from today. And during the full moon, we do an energy cleanse, a crystal cleanse, and we really just put ourselves out there with a big smile. You have gratitude and you say thank you, okay? You say thank you. And you appreciate everything you got in your life right now. Don't compare your life to other people because your path is always going to be different than somebody else. This is about your own destiny, so don't be worried about other people's destiny, okay? It's about you becoming your best self, okay? Oh, actually, yeah, here. Infinite Waters, he does talk about becoming your greatest version. I've watched him for very many years, back when I was experimenting with psychedelics, of course. So he was really great to watch during that time, many, many years ago, like 8 years ago. So I have been in there for a while. Okay, so on top of my own work, my own research, my own findings, some information included in this course was provided by many various resources and creators on the internet, from YouTube, articles, books, Facebook Reels. So with the Facebook Reels, you have to use your discernment. Some people are telling the truth, other people have bad information, so you just have to pick and choose with what you already know to understand it. But there's a lot of really skilled and educated people out there, a lot of different resources. So yeah, I've been looking at all these resources, almost even 1,000 different places, and I compiled it into this course so I can help all of you build a solid foundation, so when you want to go into more advanced practices, you have confidence and you feel safe and you feel good about the next step in your practice. Okay, so this is really just to get you started, get you feeling good, confident. All right. So we have some more notable mentions. Of course, we have Spirit Science. They're the ones that taught me about the grid. That's Spirit Science episode number 12. That one's pretty interesting. It has like 5 million views on it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already seen it. But they do teach you about the grid and Atlantis and things of that nature. I feel like some parts of that are. Well, it is a pretty old video, to be fair, so we do have new information. So, yeah, some parts of that video is old. I really liked reading the Emerald Tablets, the Kabbalion. Those are great books of ancient wisdom. You could get something from that and help you have a deeper understanding. We have our energy working witches, and they also teach you about the Wheel of the Year holiday. We have Hearth Witch, Ginny Mithril, and Witch of Wonderlust. They teach you a lot of very advanced practices. They teach you about the Witch's Almanac. We'll go over that later. And the Wheel of the Year holidays. They really do a great job teaching you all sorts of things like spirits and ancestors and different types of like fae and things like that. But those are more advanced practices that you can do later. Shell Bizzle, she teaches us environmental science. I really recommend that you go check her out because environmental science is so important to have good karma, and the nature spirits are a huge help. Okay, so when we say go outside, get grounded, go spend time in nature, the nature spirits will definitely appreciate the environmental science. They really like me for that because I have been practicing that. They just have such a good energy with them. Um, Later in this course, we'll be giving you tarot recommendations and I'll explain how everything works, of course, after we open our third eye, because maybe before you open your third eye, you're probably not going to understand how this all works, okay? And so, off of your tarot recommendations, there are going to be recommended videos from astrologers, or maybe you just want to look up some astrologers that do post current planetary positioning in real time. Okay, so they're going to keep you on time, on track, and tell you things like the enemy is attacking us with mind control, they're trying to make you give up, things like that, or this planet is in retrograde, or we have the moon phase coming up. Of course, after we get done with our class, I'll be also doing announcements like that. So we have plenty of people to help you out here, and we're all just throwing in, we're all helping. So it's kind of one of those things, the more the merrier. The more influencers, the more professionals that we have to give you information, the better off we're going to be, okay? It reaches a larger number of people, it helps get people on their destiny, it helps you align. And we need everybody to raise their vibration at this time because there's a lot of really bad energies going on that we really need to clear away so we can build a better future for tomorrow. So if you're a spiritual influencer, don't feel bad that you feel like you're copying off of people. Just try to make it original in some way and just try to help, okay? The more the merrier, really. But, try to be original. Don't just copyright people. Don't just copy, but okay. So, getting on to it. How do you open your third eye? Okay? Some people have their third eye without open without even realizing it. Some not. So, like I said in my other lessons, that I was with my friends just having a good time, trying to party with my friends when I was younger, and oh, let's take some mushrooms, let's trip out, let's chill out. But we didn't realize that that was the thing that was opening our third eye. So, we didn't understand what this was at the time, okay? So, psilocybin mushrooms. Now, this is an illegal substance, mind you. So, if you happen to find them from a friend, please use caution and you may want to buy a test kit so you can test it for fentanyl or any contaminants. Please don't tell anybody where you got them from. I know you want to go brag to your friends, but for legal reasons, maybe you just want to keep it a secret, okay? Um, do not buy them from anybody that you don't know very well. So if you're gonna buy them, maybe it's a friend that you've known for years and years and years, okay? That you trust them, you know they're cool, because there are undercover cops, so you want to be worried about that. Yeah, undercover cops will try to sell you stuff, so you don't get in trouble. So don't just trust any random person, okay? The law does not understand that this is the way to connect with God or source energy or spirit or anything. So they don't really understand how important this is. Of course, the enemy, the law, the government, you know, I really doubt that we're going to see this change anytime soon. Maybe far out into the future, maybe we can legalize psilocybin, but they really don't want us being able to connect with our higher mind, our higher chakras. All right. Let's see. All right. If you cannot find psilocybin mushrooms in your area, you can go to Costa Rica and they have shaman retreats with a magic mushroom service, and they also offer ayahuasca services, okay? So I found this place. If you're well off, it can be a little pricey. So if you're well off, you're looking for a vacation, this is a real vacation. Obviously, this place is very nice. It's called Reunion, a place to ignite life. Reunionexperience.org, psilocybin retreat. So the way that this works, the availability, the scheduling, so it's not like you can pack up and go tomorrow. They only have these retreats scheduled for certain months. So for like a certain time, a certain month, a certain week, they will have a retreat. So it's something that you got to plan ahead before time. So you can't just leave tomorrow. You have to plan it, but um, it is roughly $3,500 plus you're gonna have to buy your plane ticket too. So if you can afford it, that's really amazing. This is actually a very, very all-inclusive experience. They have um, they have lodging, they have a bed for you, they have a room, they have a beach and um, a spa. They have a fitness center, a spa, a beach, accommodations. They even have meals. They have daily meals with your dietary preferences. So you go in there, you tell them that you're vegan, they're going to accommodate, so they do have meals included as well. It's all inclusive and it's really, really nice, I thought. They have 3 psilocybin ceremonies. Okay. They have yoga, workshops, breath work, journaling circles, and support. And they also have on site licensed medical professionals, and they have a medical intake process so they can evaluate you and make sure that you're going to be okay going into this. They also have transportation from the airport, which is really nice. So, yeah, if you're well off, if you're able to, I would definitely recommend this place. It looks really beautiful. Yeah. Anyways, anyways, so yeah, and they also have ayahuasca too, if you're willing to try that. So the second way to open your third eye, semen retention. That means no ejaculation for an entire month, okay? So when the moon enters your sun sign, do not masturbate, do not ejaculate for a month until the moon is in the same sign, and wait for the end of the 2.5-day period. Okay? For both men and women. And I know this practice sounds hard, but you're going to have to become vegan first. It's a lot easier when you are vegan, okay? You may not be able to get it the first time, but maybe start with 1 week, then on to 2 weeks, then on to 3 weeks, on to four, and eventually you're going to be able to do it. So that's the second way that you can open your third eye, okay? Um, so yeah, you just give it time, keep practicing it, discipline. Eventually you're going to get it, all right? So, what is going to happen after you open your third eye? Okay? Do not be afraid. With this course, I will teach you how to connect with many other professionals that will help you every single day. You are in good hands. They basically hold your hand the whole time, and with my instruction, you are going to have so much knowledge and such a good foundation that there's really nothing to be worried about at all. Okay? So maybe the beginning of it, maybe the beginning of veganism is hard. The first month of veganism is going to be hard, but after you get past that point, it's very easy and the results are very much worth it. Once you open your third eye and you start practicing your telepathy, it could be a little uncomfortable if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, for me, the first 2 years of telepathy was very weird, very uncomfortable. I had a lot of trouble getting the hang of it, but I've been using telepathy for about 8 years now, and you have me to instruct you on how to be doing this, okay? Uh huh. You will be able to now understand energies. This takes practice, of course. You need to know what energy feels like so you can work with them. So when you're doing psychedelics, people are like, oh wow, look at all these waves, look at all these colors. But what they don't understand is that you can control those things. You can grab them and control them how you want them to be. Okay? Um, It is important to immediately do an energy cleanse and warding, which we will go over in our next class because it's a pretty big thing that you need to learn. So, after you open your third eye, you want to do an energy cleanse. Maybe even before you do it, you want to cleanse your energy too. Um, so, yeah, you'll be able to understand energies and how to read them. Okay? Um, we'll go deeper into that when we go into the tarot lesson. They have cards and symbols that you can use. Um, so yeah, you'll be able to practice telepathy, or called clairaudience. Audio meaning hearing, listening. This may be uncomfortable for the first few years, but with the proper training in these lessons, it will be easier. This is possible with using the Christ consciousness grid that I did show you earlier, how we have all these ancient and sacred sites on the map of Earth that are aligned in a grid-like formation that connects every person. Okay, so um, clairaudience telepathy, you can use it from anywhere in the world. I used to, when I was beginning, I used to actually think that it was a ranged thing, like I had to be close to someone, but I later learned that I can communicate with my friends in different countries. Okay? You will be able to have visions, clairvoyance, voyance visions in meditation, dreams, even throughout your day, you're going to get these visions. Um, You'll also be able to connect with your spirit guides too here. Yeah. Spirit guides, you'll be able to hear your spirit guides talking. Um, Sometimes you're going to hear, when you have a clear mind, when you have your mind cleared out and relaxed, you can silence your own thoughts, and you can hear voices that are not yours and they're not familiar. They're not your friends. They're not your voices, but they're voices of your spirit guides, and they will be like angels, ancestors, whatever, and they will be telling you things. You will be able to find your own inner power and use special abilities corresponding with the zodiac signs in your chart. So later on in this lesson, after we get you cleansed, warded, open your third eye, I will teach you how to use zodiac empowerment. So every zodiac sign has special abilities. Now, if you're experienced, you can go ahead and look at those. Um, just look up zodiac empowerment. It's on Wiki Fandom or something like that. And you can go ahead and take a look at those, but I'll go deeper into it later. When you open your third eye, you will have access to the crown chakra as well. And as we learned from Embodiment Celestial, this creates an electromagnetic field that protects your energy when maintained properly, of course. So with this practice, you will be able to strengthen your shield. Strengthen your shield because if your eye is open but you're not practicing, you're not using instruction, your shield is weaker. You do have a shield, but it is going to be weaker. But with instruction, you're going to be able to make it very much stronger. You will be able to access advanced wisdom and knowledge. You will become smarter and stronger. This is very useful, okay? Yeah, like I said, your spirit guides are gonna tell you things like, hey, watch out, somebody is coming, or remember to do this today, remember to meditate today, or remember to do your yoga, or remember to bring this item with you, or yeah, watch out, somebody's gonna walk by you. So they do tell you things like that. This process is called being of the light. Okay, so with the emerald tablets, they do talk about being a light being with fasting, and I love the emerald tablets. It's a really good book. It's a really good book. You guys should definitely look at that. It talks about being of the light and choosing light over darkness and all those things. Okay, so I want to give you guys some caution. Dating people who are not awakened. It's either people who are not awakened or people who are not trying to learn. Now, it's okay if you want to date someone who is not awakened, as long as they actually show an interest in actually learning. That's why a lot of spiritualists these days, they could be pretty lonely because it's very hard to find somebody else who is also awakened. And there's a lot of people out there who still think it's fake, sadly, and so it leaves a lot of lonely people out there. This could be a process to find the perfect person for you. So yeah, just make sure they have like some type of understanding, because when you live in the same house as somebody, you need them to participate in a cleanse. So when you're doing your cleanse in your house and you live with somebody else, they also have to participate in the cleanse. So it's a tricky one. So both parties have to be at least trying to advance their spirituality in some way. Okay, on top of their regular responsibilities, you still have your spiritual responsibilities to implement, like your regular chores. Okay, people who do not cleanse their energy can transfer bad energy onto you and bring bad results into your life. So now that you know how to read energies and sense them, if you are exchanging energy, touching somebody, being in bed with somebody who has bad energies onto them, that could rub off onto you and debilitate you. Of course, there are ways to cleanse it out. We use the sun for that. Of course, when your bodily pH is alkaline, you can use the sun to cleanse your body and it won't burn you. But yeah, these energies could be very debilitating. It could definitely put you on your butt in the worst way possible. So, yeah, it helps to date other people with a bit of spiritual knowledge. Now, I gotta warn you. I gotta warn you. So, there's a lot of people who are trying to date, trying to pick up women. There's a lot of people who try, or men, right? Vice versa. Either men or women, whatever is, they will try to pick up people by saying, oh, look at me, I'm spiritual, you're spiritual too, so we should date. But that's not the main reason why you should be dating. So, in all honesty, everybody should be spiritual anyways. Everybody should be practicing this anyways, right? This is a practice for everybody, so spirituality alone is not the reason why you should be dating. You should be dating them because you have a matching personality or matching or compatible zodiac signs is a good way to start. But don't just hop into a relationship just because some some person shows you, hey, I have crystals, we should date. That's not a real reason everybody should have crystals. Okay, so make sure you just get along with them, you actually have similar interest. Okay, when both parties are practicing, the results are incredible. This will create a more stable, happy, and profitable relationship. You will have a lower probability of fighting, drama, and breakups. So when you find that compatible person, you guys get along, and you're both practicing and cleansing regularly, you guys are going to have a really good time. If you guys are working on the same intentions, building for the same thing, you guys are going to just create an empire together. You guys will create very, very good things using all of your abilities and guidance from your spirit team and your energy working and just clearing out this beautiful path, clearing out any blockages, clearing out any negative intentions, any mishaps, right? So, witchcraft versus light working. What is the difference? Okay, a lot of people who are traditionally religious will see a light worker and they think that we're doing witchcraft, which is not the case. Okay, in the Bible, what it says one should not use witchcraft, and this term is commonly misinterpreted. So again, yeah, people who are traditional religious, they will see a light worker and think like, oh, that's witchcraft. You're using herbs, you're using crystals. That's got to be witchcraft, which it is not. Okay, it's not. Witchcraft is the practice of using black magic, but we're doing light working. Black magic is more like hexes and curses and negative intentions, ill intention, harming others. That's going to be witchcraft, aka black magic. So what we are doing is light working. We are doing white magic, which is actually encouraged by God. God, this is the way to be connected with God. So just to clear that up, we are not harming others here. Of course, with the Emerald Tablets, you need to be in the light. Witchcraft is black magic, light working is white magic in the light. Okay, we are good, we are not evil. Okay, so do not use any type of energy working with ill intention of harming others, but you can defend yourself when needed. You can do return to sender. So return to sender is not black magic, it is still a white magic practice, where you just take any unwanted energies and you send them back to where they came from. Okay, and I'll teach you about my infinite return to sender ward in the next class, I think. Yeah, so yeah, and so someone is trying to attack you. Okay, so the way this works is that you can't stop people from free will. Everybody has free will. Okay, so some person may want to send an attack to you, like, oh, you are stupid, you're ugly, or whatever. So they can send it, but it doesn't actually hit you. So think of it, you're playing darts. If a person wants to play darts and they keep throwing the darts, it doesn't actually hit the target. They can throw the darts, but it does not hit the target, okay? So that's the way it works. You can't stop people from talking, they will, but it doesn't actually hit you. The energy does not stick onto you. Of course, uh, return to senders, you need to not be angry. If you try to do return to sender with an angry intention, it could become a curse, which we don't want to be doing that. Just make sure you have a clear mind. You have a clear mind, just say, I return this energy. I return this energy. This is a mudra for return to sender. I return any black magic or dark energy back to the sender, please and thank you. So, yeah, you have to do it with a clear mind. You have to do it in a professional way. You can't just be angry or wishing ill. You just simply return it and be done with it. Um, so, do not try to make karma happen on your own. Of course, if you are in a dangerous situation and you do need to defend yourself, please do that. But, like, if you are in physical danger, please go defend yourself. Um, but um, don't try to, if someone's like talking crap about you online on the internet and you want to go, you want to fight back, probably don't do that. Just let karma play out on its own. You need to just reserve yourself, detach yourself from the situation, and allow karma to play on its own. Okay? Lightworking is white magic, such as healing, self improvement, strengthening your positive relationships. Yeah, just healing yourself and making a good time. Okay. Now I will ask you to use caution here. Um, when you are working with energies, it's very useful that you become vegan. Okay. Um, so before I was vegan, I was using my crystals, right? And they were only working a little bit. They were only working just a little bit. And I was still experiencing problems and mishaps of and things like that. I had a few problems here and there. And I'm like, okay, well, my crystals are working a little bit, but they're not going all the way. I want a little more from this. How can I make this work more? You're gonna have to be vegan. Practicing without veganism will lead to little results while experiencing troubles as well. So, veganism will boost your power and make your practice more precise. Eating meat and cheese will create mucus in the body, and it is very easy for dark energies to attach themselves, which will interfere with the desired outcome. Black magic and dark energies can easily attach to mucus in the body. So when you're vegan, you're mucus free, and there's nothing to attach. There's nothing to attach to that. Okay, what is black magic and demonic possession? Harmful effects and dangers. So this is a little personal story of experience right here. Is that back when I was younger and I never knew anything about this, I was getting unfairly treated. I was getting treated very poorly by other people. I would get, especially if you're getting bullied in school for absolutely no reason, just because the kids thought they were being edgy and funny, right? They would bully me for absolutely no reason because edgy was the cool thing to do at the time. And so, no reason at all, especially for no reason. But um, I had I've had two abusive exes in my lifetime, and those people were constantly casting black magic against me, even though I was innocent. And I was working on trade school. I was I was looking at getting a good job. I was working on creating music, and all of those things fell apart. I was taken off that path. I got bogged down with so many other responsibilities, and they made me leave my schooling with black magic. And so I had to I have to work a lower paying job now. I was working on it. I was capable of having a very high paying job, but because of their black magic, I had to quit school. And a lot of opportunities were ruined from that. And I would hate to, this is why I'm teaching, because I don't want to see innocent people get ruined like this. All of your art, all of your projects, all of your schooling, your job, your income, those could all be ruined with black magic. This is why this is so important for you guys to be learning. Black magic is any spell or intention to harm others in an unfair way. It can manifest as accidents, illness, misfortune, unwanted negative emotions. Now, please don't confuse this with deserved karma. Do not try to bring karma with your own hands unless you need physical self-defense and they deserve it, right? It's all about deserving. This is the part where people get very confused. There's a lot of confusion out there about deserving. Deserving. What do you really deserve? Have the day that you deserve. Even in the very back of your subconscious, there's people out there who believe their own lies, and they believe that they're good people when they're actually bad people. And you really have to get into the back of your subconscious to be honest with yourself and be honest with others. And we'll go over that in the next course. Wishing fair karma is not black magic. Again, we have return to sender. You don't want other people's bad energies. You just calmly and clearly send it back. You should trust that source energy and your spirit guides know how to judge people in the fair way. Okay? So I know you're looking for, I know some people get so hurt that I want to see karma happen, but I want to get my revenge. I want to teach them a lesson, but it's better if you just take a deep breath and let it go and trust that something will happen, they will be judged, and that you need to keep working on your own self and that you need to stay in your own business. People who are possessed by demons will bring confusion into this topic. Like again, I said, some people really believe their own lies, and in the back of their subconscious, they really need to start working into getting in the back of their head and bringing that forward. Because even if people are so evil and they don't care about their evil ways, those evil things are still in the back of their subconscious, which is going to trigger your karma. Alright, I want you guys to use caution here. Some of my students, some people out there who are haters, people who are overly offended, overly emotional, unstable people, mentally ill people, or bullies, haters, whatever, right? Some of you people may have the idea to learn this practice with the intention to be more powerful than others, to overpower others. So say for example, well, say for example, a person out there could say, I don't like you, but you taught me everything I know. Now I can overpower you. Now I can battle you. Don't do that. Your teachers are there to help you. Your teachers are there to heal you. You say thank you. You say I appreciate you, and you go work on your own self. So yeah, this ideal will bring you bad karma. That will give you a lot of bad karma. You don't want bad karma. So yeah, oh, you taught me everything I know. Now I can fight you. Now I'm just as strong as you. Now I can fight you. Don't do that. That's bad karma. You don't want to be doing that. Just say thank you for teaching me and start working on your own destiny. All right? Okay. So last slide. How to protect yourself from black magic after you open your third eye, and probably before you open your third eye and after, you might want to immediately cleanse and protect your energy. This will make all of your training easier. When you practice working with the light, there is a good chance that others around you will get possessed. It is very important to protect yourself, okay? Um, So, yeah, when you illuminate your third eye, you illuminate your crown. Illuminate means light, of course. That's how you can be good and of the light. It's a very complicated thing that you should actually buy the Hearth book from Embodiment Celestial. It's actually right here. I'll pull it up right here. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, they have so many cool things. I have the hat. I have this EMF hat. Beautiful. They have so many stuff. Where is it? Oh, where is it? The Hearth book. They have a physical copy and they have a PDF. But this Hearth book, they'll explain everything. Oh, it's just $30. It's just 30, 33, 33. $30, and it explains. It has so many good charts and explanations and literature about how all of these things are working. They did such an amazing job with this. Such a beautiful thing. You should definitely go pick one up. I want to buy the physical copy, of course, because I want this on my bookshelf. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I was looking at that. They do go deeper and explain everything. And then you also might want to buy transhumanism if they have it on here somewhere. Yeah, transhumanism, transcendence, physical copy or PDF. That's a transhumanism. And oh, you want the Celestial Gateway too. I really love all of their products. Really, really great stuff out here. I'll put some links, or you can just go to their website, honestly. So, demons hate the light. Demons hate the light. So, if you're a good person, that's why I said earlier, bad things happen to good people for a reason. Because those people are of the light, and when demons see that you're not protected, you're not cleansed, it's easy for them to bring people down. They don't want people of the light succeeding. They don't want the light to shine. So people with demonic possession, they'll try to bring you down in any way they can. It's a war. It's a spiritual war that you guys need to understand. Cleanse and protect. Cleanse your energy first, and then you set up your proper warding in your house and carry protective sachets and crystals. In the next section, I will show you resource books, references to pick the correct materials for your chart. I have about 3 reference books. I have 3 reference books that I use to pick out the proper materials. After selecting your items, I will show you how to dispel, cleanse, ward the proper way. Cleansing and charging crystals should be done on the full moon, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I won't show you this time because I need to prepare the class, but next time I might show you. Cleansing once a month should be manageable. There will be practical adaptations for everybody's schedule, so I know a ritual sounds like it could take hours, but I can break it down to a practical thing because I know a lot of you guys have kids, you're busy, you're working full time. So it's really hard to actually manage this. I understand. So I've been able to cut down the times and make it really easy for you guys. So that's the end of this course today. And um, thank you for joining us. I hope you guys learned something useful. Please work on opening your third eye, of course. And until next time, thank you.